on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they gang, so don't be talking sideways.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. It's caught. Jones. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Leopard! Gone!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gone!
Here's Rosen to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Noah Spence in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Murray. Open man has got one. It's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray steps away to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he knocks it through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down. Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Over!
On second down, it's Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, Murray buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Operating from the gun, Murray forced out to his left. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Lucky 56.
Murray now. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones. able to drop him for a loss of 4.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
No, Jack, Patriot!
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray being chased out left. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go now. Green 39. Gun.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Noah Spence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jesse James, as the 1st half is winding down, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Thirteen seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
1st and 10. Murray. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Rosen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think.
He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The give is to Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to power it ahead with one. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there for Arizona. 58 yards. From the gun, it's Rosen. Flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now, it's Rosen. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit!
And now it's Rosen looking. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rosen will throw. And that is incomplete here. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice game.
Detroit!
third down. Murray buying time to his left. Now he'll let it. It got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Murray escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And that one results in 35 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Murray forced out to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards.
Right over there. Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Mike Bennett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Murray flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now Landry. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Lucky 56.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep now. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And his kick is good. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Murray being chased out left. And he fends him off. steps away to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and 5.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Rosen to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Gone, 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 gone.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Noah Spence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Gone, 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 gone.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Hot.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Gerald McCoy. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, Murray. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray forced out to his left. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray dancing to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First throw in overtime now for Rosen. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Second and 10, it's Rosen again. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
You got four down.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Gone! Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Being chased out left. Going deep here for Landry. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Gone!
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Tampa Bay, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Arizona,
in the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, living out of body. Safe to say the man got me. All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One might extensions, I don't look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hit me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, yup. Can you hear me now? 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 Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to school me, but I've been a genius. Daddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Yeah. Hey, oh,